We're back!
Hey everyone.
You probably got to speak up a little bit. You're always so quiet. She's always really quiet.
I'm not that quiet.
Move over just a little bit. Just a bit. There we go. See, now we got the pipe going up and down. Right
straight
there.
in the middle?
Yeah.
Your OCD's acting up.
I know. Linda's here. Hey, Linda. And Jim. And Virginia. And Mike. And I saw Sean here earlier. If we're looking around weird, it's because we're looking at the chat.
And
Stuff
there's
like
a
that.
Herb.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I want to hear the tunes too. What is that? That is this.
So, we had a crazy storm yesterday. I was actually flying back in. I was in Ottawa, and then there was warnings on my flight thing saying possible weather, but I got here and made it home.
Yeah. Derek's here too.
Oh, hi Derek.
Yeah, it was a crazy storm. Like,
I didn't see much of it. I was gone. I got home at 10 p.m. and the roads were plowed, so it wasn't so bad. It wasn't such a bad drive. But the highway was closed north of us, though. So if I had tried to go any further, I couldn't have done it.
no.
No.
You're right, Sean. Just about everyone here is tapping trees now. It's that time of year.
Yeah, we've been getting positive temperatures in the daytime and negative at night. Perfect for flowing buckets.
Yeah, this weekend is going to be awesome. Like, tomorrow is supposed to be +2 or +3, and then they're calling for like +8 to +10 up here for Sunday. I'll believe that when I see it. I mean, I don't know if that'll happen. Wouldn't surprise me.
Jim's not tapping trees.
Jim, come on. There's Jay. How's it going, Jay? Derek, I wanted to send the drone up today because it was so nice and bright to get a nice shot of your island, but I was plowing snow all day, so it didn't happen, unfortunately. Derek lives down the road from us here. Definitely try the birch, Sean. Hey, Roan Bear.
It has been a warm winter. Here it's been pretty warm. Lots of snow because it was warmer. Because it was in the sweet spot for snow.
Mm-hmm. You've never had real maple syrup, Linda?
Wow.
That makes me sad. That means I'm probably going to have to try to send you some. We're still trying to figure out how easy it is to get our stuff across the border, but if we figure that out, there's quite a few folks south of the border here that definitely are interested in trying some.
Yes, they are all cast iron.
Yep.
Dave has a little bit of a hoarding problem with cast iron.
Yeah.
So whenever he sees one secondhand, he buys it,
Yeah.
and fixes it. And
It's just the safest thing to... That's what we do most of our
that's not
cooking
even
on.
all. That's not even all of them.
No, there's more.
There's some on the stove.
Yeah. But we do most of our cooking on that stove back there. That's a pot of chaga that just lives there. So cast iron is just the safest thing to use on there. Which river, Jim? Okay, you're on the Maitland, I think. Is it the Maitland or the Thames? Ryan, how's it going, buddy? I know, pretty cool, eh? That's just so we can hear the tunes too. Straight from the Dollarama or something like that. $2 or $3 a pair. These have actually lasted us quite a while. Like, I don't know, a year?
Yeah, you haven't thrown away your money yet.
No. Good investment. Turn down the background music. Fine, Jim. I'll turn it down a little bit for you. You're getting too old, I think. If it's too loud, you're too old. Bayfield, yes, the Bayfield River. Used to fish that one up around Varna, in that area, quite a bit.
What was that website I sent you with the real-time
Ice?
photos? Satellite photos.
Yeah, I can't remember.
There's like this website with real-time satellite photos. It's not the best. Like, you can't zoom into your house. But every day, the satellite photo from that day is for all over the world there. And it's great for looking at ice conditions, like on the Great Lakes. But you can get kind of lost in it for a while because you start just what day? What was it like this day? What day that day?
Yeah, yeah. And it's crazy because there's no ice.
There's like no ice on any of the Great Lakes right now.
Up on the Abitibi River. That is very cool, man. Very cool. Ex-pool guy. Or is that cross-pool guy? Kind of like cross-country skiing, maybe? Thanks, Ryan. Really like trying to make them interesting, you know? Sometimes, you know, we like to do just the straight-up vlog stuff and just chit-chat and stuff, but when you can really get down to, like, editing and playing around, it's fun. Especially, like, now with, let's see here. With that one there, Caddis, I think he might actually be talking about your film work.
Oh, right.
Ryan was watching you, Caddis.
We have another photographer.
Yes.
A budding photographer. Budding filmographer? What's the word?
Norland in the Kawarthas.
Green Dream Project's here.
Yeah. Jim and Jess. Taking a break from building the house, I guess. The Earth ship. The Earth bag house. Caddis is being pretty lazy right now. We'll let her be. Just for the time being.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to fish the Abitibi River. There's a few rivers up there that I just absolutely, I mean, someday we'll get up there.
Green Dream Project's eating dinner. Greenville, Tennessee.
Georgetta, thanks for stopping in. Noticed you were tuning into some of our videos lately. That's pretty awesome. Man, I thought I saw something there that... Oh, yeah. Yeah, the doggy cam. It's pretty awesome.
You always got to figure out how to put that on our cat.
No, I don't know if... Well, I mean, maybe. It might be too heavy, though.
I know, I mean a camera.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Have to get, like, a little tiny thing. Mm-hmm. One of those little secret cameras that they wear on the CBC when they do the marketplace thing.
Yes.
And they sneak around and they got it, like, in their button on their shirt.
That would work. Ugly Mug is here.
Yeah, ugly Mug. He was getting a little bit upset about the lack of live streams we've been doing. Mm-hmm. There's no reason really why we haven't been doing them. It's just, I don't know.
Life?
Yeah, but this afternoon it was like, let's do a live. We don't get to socialize too much, so you guys are kind of a group of friends that we get to hang out with. Jim, is the music a little bit better now? Better volume? Wolfie's here. Hey, Wolfie.
We were just touching your seeds the other day, the pepper seeds.
Mm-hmm.
We were sorting through all the seeds we had, and yours seeds were actually in another separate bucket with like all mail that we've gotten. So I need to put these with the other seeds so we don't forget them.
Yeah. Be planting those probably this week. We've got a couple trays started up, and I think by the middle of this week we'll move them out to the greenhouse, provided, you know, it's not going to go down to minus 30 or something crazy like that.
Well, didn't the groundhog say that we're fine? Groundhog saw a shadow?
I think...
Didn't see a shadow?
I don't know.
Early spring?
There was a bunch of them and they all had different opinions about the whole thing. I mean, I don't know. You got friends at Environment Canada. You should ask them what's going on.
Yeah, sure. We have Hector, McCoy, Leanna's here. I don't need those.
Who?
McCoy's.
Oh, I just noticed that. Hey, Leanna. Hey, Hector. Winter was very easy this year, Hector. Like, I mean, we had a few good snowstorms, but as far as like the cold goes, didn't happen. I mean, really the coldest time was in November, of all things.
Yeah, we had a early deep freeze in November, which was good for forming ice on the lakes, inland lakes. Mm-hmm. And then it just stayed warm. Like
yeah.
minus 10 to -5 for the most part.
Yeah. Like, we've had a few nights that got down to -20 and -30, but nothing like past years. I mean, especially when we were out in Manitoba. Like, that was crazy. We had pretty much 2 months straight where daytime temperatures didn't go above -25.
We're hoping to really expand our garden this year. It really depends on how much compost and dirt we're able to get. We got a lot of manure already, so we should be able to make more. And we have lots of brush that's been cut down, I don't know how many years ago, in just piles. I want to get a wood chipper in and chip that up so we can put wood chips down first and then the dirt, so we don't need to put as much dirt in.
Mm-hmm.
That would really help. But you need a good wood chipper for that, because some of them are up to like 2 inches diameter.
And that's what we need. But we got a hoop house that we started working on in the fall, Ryan, that we didn't make it. I don't think it ended up in any videos yet. We've just basically got the arches up.
It's in videos.
Yeah.
Just our arches.
Yeah. So that'll be one of the first things we start working on. Hey, Ian. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, Derek, the biggest dump of snow was last night. It was crazy.
Yeah, I could barely make it up the driveway when I got home.
Yeah, because she got home so late last night.
I got home around 11. It was hard to tell where the driveway was. And we have a lot of snow on the snowbank, so that's something that is something to save. It's hard to tell where the driveway is.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, even today after plowing, the driveway at this point is as wide as the truck for coming up. So hopefully we don't get much more before a little bit of it melts or blows away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have equipment rental places in town there.
That's what we'll have to do.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to buy a wood chipper just for that.
No.
Because that'd be way too expensive.
And actually, the fella, Chris, who gave us all that building material a while back, it's his family actually owns a pretty large rental business in town there. So
we'll be supporting them.
Yep. Yep, definitely.
Thanks, Jay.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys get any of that snow over there, Leanna? There was a pretty big storm that ripped through. I didn't start looking at the radar until like at noon, maybe yesterday. So it was kind of already pushed halfway across Lake Superior, but for all I know, it was hitting you guys over there too.
Blooming in place.
Hmm?
Blooming in place is high.
Blooming in place. Good evening. I saw another one there too, but now I missed it. Where did it go? Sunny's place? Yeah, Sunny's place. Thanks for dropping in.
Dave wants to do a taste test tonight. Probably not yet.
No,
but
not just yet. You can explain what...
There's been a very evil being in our house for maybe 3 weeks now.
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
She's been in our fridge and just taunting Dave. Because a few weeks ago, Dave was thinking about doing a live stream, so he brought home Aunt Jemima. Because he wants to see if he wants to brag, I think, about how awesome he is in this tasting and how he can tell the difference between Aunt Jemima and maple syrup, which is pretty obvious. And then he's throwing in another person, a friend of ours, maple syrup in there as well. So he's going to do a blind taste test to see if he can blindly tell us which is which, who is who.
Who's who in the maple syrup hinterland. Hey, busy little house. Good evening. Glad you could join us.
Leanne's been snow-free.
Yeah? Lucky. Very lucky. I do, yes. Jim, I need a tractor very badly. I'm actually, at this point... Hey, Andre. I'm actually, at this point, considering selling the ATV this year to get a little tractor. Because, I mean, we haven't had the ATV off the property at all here. And a small tractor would do the same thing as the ATV for us. And
in the
more.
winter.
And then some.
And then we can use it for things in the summer.
Yeah.
Which we really need to move a lot of dirt around. A lot of dirt. And so that would really help. And when we get livestock, that would help if we need to have hay to move that around and things like that.
Mm-hmm. I know, Roan Bear. I don't think it's going to be too hard for me to pick that one out, that's for sure. I actually can't stand corn syrup. Even, like, we lived down in Connecticut for about a year, quite a few years ago, and the majority of, like, juices and just various things that, you know, you would buy commonplace down there, I couldn't eat or drink because I immediately tasted corn syrup in them. It was baffling. I had no idea that it was such a big thing in the United States. $20 a liter. Yep.
That's about what it goes for here, too.
Yeah.
$20 a liter.
Yep.
There's a lot of producers around here. There's actually a brand new one just across the river from us. And they are, instead of making mainly sap, they're making mainly maple water.
Yeah.
And they've already started, like, a lot of production already.
Yeah. And apparently the vast majority of it is foreign, being shipped off.
To, like, Japan?
Foremost Pets, Pat and Laura from Echo Bay. Awesome. Thanks for dropping in.
Just right around the corner.
When do we start foraging for mushrooms? Well,
When we lose about... I think we have about, what, maybe 4 feet of snow?
Yeah,
3
4
to
or
4
5.
feet of snow in the forest still?
it'll be, I would say the first trips out will be mid-May-ish. It really depends. The first stuff we'll be looking for is morels. Black and yellow morels.
We didn't have much luck with those here last year, but we do have an idea of where we should go, and we'll probably have to head a little bit more north than our property.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the forest that they really like is not so dominant in our area, but just a little bit north of us, up towards Wawa.
And then they also like forest fires, which there were quite a few in recent years north of us as well, so that's a good place to start.
Yep. Yeah.
And then the chanterelles, we know where they are.
Oh,
and
yeah.
There are many, many of those, so those keep us busy for sure.
Yeah. Those and the yellowfoot chanterelles in the fall, puffballs, pheasantback, or drad saddle is another name for them. But
Yeah, so we've honed in on where those are. Still going to be looking for some more. This will be our second spring. So,
are we trying anything for the first time this year? Yes, we are actually making birch syrup.
yes, we want to try that this year.
I've been tapping in the bush here so that our maples are very close to our big birches. Last year, the area that we tapped was a little bit sparse on birch trees. So this year, I kind of focused on keeping the taps in where the large birch trees are. I've had birch syrup before, but I've never made it.
And birch pop.
Yep.
Yeah, birch pop was quite popular in Connecticut. There was a local producer there.
Mm-hmm.
I found it tasted a lot like cream soda.
Yeah.
So, but birch sap is finickier, has a different temperature that it turns to sugar at, and it needs a lot more sap to make syrup. So we'll see how it goes. I really want to, because it's something that not a lot of people produce around here.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone and their uncle and their
Nephews.
everybody makes maple syrup around here.
Yeah.
So there's not really a huge market up here for that, because everybody already has their person. But
Yeah, the birches
birch is rare.
we do right after the maples. That's typically the maples like to have the negative temperatures at night and the positive temperatures in the day. Birch it has to be above 0.
They need the soil defrosted,
Yeah, the roots have to be
because the
completely thawed out.
roots push the sap up, from what I've read. So
The actual taps are the same,
mm-hmm.
so you don't really have to change anything about that.
Just rinse, wash them, and move them over.
Oh, what happened there?
Yes, Canadian blood.
Yep. Canadian sugar. Yeah, with the birch trees, I mean, there's various trains of thought on whether you should seal up the holes or not. I'm going to do a little bit more reading about it, and I may plug half of them up and half not. We'll have to see. I mean, I've been on birch tapping properties before, and no one ever really plugged up their holes. So, oh, Sean's here.
Hey, Sean.
Is Mama watching with you, Sean?
We are just setting ourselves up right now to be able to ship maple syrup. We're not too sure about across border, if that's a thing. But within Canada, for sure, we can ship maple syrup.
The soil didn't freeze there. You're in Newfoundland, aren't you? That's crazy if the soil didn't freeze there.
You just might get birch sooner than you would expect.
Yeah. Not entirely sure. Holler 85. I mean, there's difference between the trees, obviously. But as far as like the sap to syrup ratio goes, I'm not sure.
I wonder if the taste would even be different, because there's quite a difference in smell.
There is, yeah. I mean, the yellow birch has that really winter greeny smell to it.
So I don't know. Maybe we should keep them separate.
All right, Jim. Jess, make sure he keeps working. All right. He can take a little break, but that's it.
We have brought stuff to a farmer's market. It was quite a small farmer's market, our local one. It was just syrup and jam.
Yeah, there was not much. We were kind of we overdid ourselves, I guess, for that particular market.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we were a pretty fancy little booth.
Oh, we had a fancy booth. Yeah.
But we'll definitely do that again.
Yeah, about maybe 4 tables, maybe about 50 people. I think they could advertise it a little bit better.
They could, and they could do it more than just once a month.
Right, the problem is it's once a month, and so a lot of people just don't even realize it's going on.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as producers go, like, we have vegetables ready to go daily, but the market's once a month, so that's a little bit annoying. I mean, we'll have a stand out front here.
Hopefully.
This summer. Try to capitalize on some of the folks that come up camping and stuff. How much was it? It was like $10 for a table? I don't know. It wasn't that much.
No, it was at least $10.
Was it?
It was either 10 or 20.
No, it wasn't 20.
Then
Definitely
it was 10.
not. Yeah. Yeah, and very small, Ryan. Like, I would say 8 tables, maybe? And, I mean...
No, there was like 4 tables.
No, there was the guy who had the syrup.
The wood turner.
Yeah, the wood turner.
The guy that had vegetables.
Yeah, the vegetable guy.
Lady with the cleaning products.
Yeah, the
Us.
Enjo stuff. Us.
And then lady with the sewing. So 6 tables.
Okay, 6. Yeah. So it was pretty small.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah. Awesome hammer and wrench builds. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, we can sell on social media too. And we're just about finished with our website, which is going to have a store on it, selling various things, everything from our chaga to the birch oil products that we make, maple syrup, dried wild mushrooms, wild blueberry, wild strawberry, and maple sugar jam. Maple sugar. We'll have to be selling some maple sugar because a lot of people are interested in the maple sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I shared a post on Facebook the other day and it just went absolutely nuts. My phone completely exploded on this one homesteading group that I shared it in. It's pretty crazy. I turned off notifications for a day on it because it was just literally every 5 minutes something was going on with the thing. But anyways.
It is tasty. Maple sugar. And you get more maple sugar than you get maple syrup because you're adding air into it. And so by volume, you get more sugar than syrup. So it's a value added endeavor.
Yeah. Yes, Derek, they are coming.
Yeah, we're looking at those different places online so we don't have to hold inventory. We're just trying to figure out the best one.
Yeah, like Teespring and Redbubble. Like Teespring is definitely geared more towards the American market because we made a whole bunch of shirts and stuff on it. And then we went to order some just to see what the price would be like. And the shipping is the same cost as a shirt. So you're looking at like $50 for a t-shirt, which is
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, not cool. So the Redbubble one for Canadians is the one that we're working on. Getting that set up, but it's coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wolfie, that happens sometimes too.
Yeah.
You cook it just a little bit too hot.
Yeah, I remember when we were living in Southern Ontario, when Amanda first moved to Connecticut and was working down there, I had my cousin and his daughter and his 2 sons up, so my cousins too, but they were just young, and everyone fell asleep except me and Shaylin. We were sitting up watching a movie and we had the last little bit of syrup going on the stove, and I fell asleep during the movie and woke up to her screaming because the pot had boiled over. It was awesome. It's too bad she's not watching right now. She watches our videos, but she would probably have something to say about that.
Ecocentric, I think that's a good trade. Sea salt.
Yeah.
For maple sugar.
Yep. Our email address is on our About page, or just like if you're on Facebook, shoot us a message on there. Definitely interested in talking about that. Definitely.
We can vacuum seal some and send it over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Might have to have a little look there.
Life is hard.
Do you need some maple syrup, Caddis? Do you want a bit of maple syrup? Caddis was working really hard today. She was out trying to dig the snow out and making sure the cats weren't getting buried. It's a hard life, isn't it, Caddis? There's one word that I could say right now that would probably make her perk up. Because she loves to go for rides.
Truck?
Truck? Where's your truck? Yeah, it's nighttime. You're not going in the truck, are ya? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll go in the truck, okay? We still got to check the maple buckets out there too, though. Poor little thing. I just got to get a refill on my...
Ugly mug?
Yeah, ugly mugs. Kind of...
Now you guys get to tell if he's wearing pants or not.
Yeah.
Oh, he's actually wearing pants.
For once.
For once. Yeah.
I want an ice cube too.
Your spirit animal. Yeah, she knows how to relax, that's for sure. She is pooped out. She was definitely digging around in the snow. Helped me shovel. And I'm reading right now. I'm lost in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. I'm on the 4th book right now. But they're so short and so fast and good and easy to read that it's hard to put them down. Because you're like, I just have, only 100 pages left to go. Oh, thanks, Quebec Homestead. They just went to our website. So it's not searchable yet. Oh,
Check this out. Oh, I gotta lift it up a little bit. Anyways, we're getting a lot of eggs right now. Anyways, carry on.
yeah, we're getting about 6 to 8 eggs a day. So we have to start finding a market for them because there's no way we can eat them all ourselves. Especially when I'm gone because Dave doesn't eat them that much.
No. They give me a stomach ache if I just eat straight up eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Which website were you on?
Oh.
The Don
Jay
Bois?
just put up the Wilderstead one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, Busy Little House is leaving. Thank you.
Have a good night, busy little house.
Karen.
Quebec Homestead is here too. Is that Mallory? Quebec Homestead? There's so many people here now that we should start making a list like we did when we first moved here.
Yeah. And like North Star Prep Stutter. Kathy does. She has a nice list. I'm so bad with names. I sometimes forget my name. I've already started the thing where you trying to say one person's name and you say everybody, well, in my case, every pet's name in the house. So I'm yelling at Dave and I'm calling him Caddis, Minnow, Dunster,
Yeah.
Beans.
Yeah, Derek, I stuck it outside. I should have kept it in here just so I could show it off. Derek brought us a nice big chunk of maple tapping tubing.
Oh, yeah. I was on the road.
And a whole bunch of egg cartons. So we set them up with some eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Egg production is definitely picking up. That's for sure.
Yeah, because the longer days. And a lot of them hadn't even started laying before the winter. Because we got them in the spring.
This used to be a weekly live. This is the first one that we've done well, we did one at Christmas. But before that, I think the last one, it was when Sean was here. And we had Jason from Start From Seed on.
Like this
April?
time last year?
No, it was April or May. Early May. We're going to try to do a few more, maybe weekly, before summertime kicks in and we get busy again. And it just gets to be too... You can't necessarily guarantee that we won't be working. Like when the sun is up until 10 or 11 o'clock at night, we tend to be outside quite a bit, so... 6 a day is a lot. That's right. Mallory, I was right.
Our meat bird has even started laying. We kept a meat bird from our meat bird run last year. She's a good, she's a dual purpose. She's a dual purpose bird.
Mm-hmm.
I like them. They're not good for growing quick and fast.
But they do become a nice big bird.
Yeah, she's quite a big bird, and they don't die of heart attacks. And she's healthier and happier, and she doesn't stuff herself with food. So
Yeah.
I like that. What were they called? They were called
Bonnie's Reds.
Bonnie's Reds. which is the breeder.
No month without electricity this year, Jem.
No.
Maybe we'll do it in the summer. That'd be pretty easy, though. We've done that before.
Well, you'd say it's easier, but you need a lot more water in the summer. So the one reason why Dave wanted to do the month off grid again, but I said we haven't actually implemented any of the changes that we learned we needed from the last one in order to live without it feeling like we're off grid. So the big thing would be hooking up our well pump so that we can just plug that into the generator. Because we're on a well, so if we had to go and get water constantly for all of our animals and everything, I know we have a pond here, but if we had to use that for everything, we would be drawing it down this summer. So I would do it again if we had implemented that key thing, and also it'd be nice to have another means of like be able to use our wood stove more efficiently to heat the water. Other than that, I think we were fine. And more batteries. It'd be good to have more batteries because we have solar.
The whole unit's moved out to the greenhouse now too, so...
Yeah, so we have solar, and we have more solar than what's in the greenhouse. But if you don't have enough batteries and we don't have sun, like we had days, weeks without sun. And so we were running the generator.
Yeah. And Jay, Beansy is not terribly impressed with the snow right now because anywhere outside of his little hut and his little penned-in area is deeper than him. So he is not impressed right now.
Yeah, he spreads, he rations the hay that he eats and spreads the rest of it around to make paths.
Yeah, it's
and
hilarious.
That's the only spot he will walk.
Yeah, he like will literally get the hay and move it around and make trails for himself to walk on. So it's kind of like snowshoes for him because it like pats down the snow when he's walking around.
Yeah. Hopefully this summer, well, most definitely this summer, we're trying to fence off with proper like livestock cattle fencing, at least half an acre. So he'll have a lot bigger area to roam, and we'll get him a friend of some sort.
Yeah.
Because he needs a friend.
Totally.
We haven't decided if that's a goat friend or some other sort of mammal friend. But something that can handle, it's smaller, and that can handle our environment, which is cold in the winter, lots of snow, and also foresty, not like hay, grass area.
Yeah, they have to be able to forage in the bush.
So I know there are species like that, and we just have to find the right one at the right time at the right price, and get him a buddy, because he's lonely.
A Quebec or Middle Ontario homestead get-together would be very cool. I mean, we're a ways from Quebec, but I mean,
I think I looked it up. It was like 8-hour drive.
Yeah, that's like to Quebec, but like Jason at Start From Seed, like he'd be a good central spot. And
He's almost in Ottawa. That's not central.
Well, but for Quebec and for Ontario,
yeah.
You know, like for if it was a weekend. Mianu Acres, yep. Yep, they're in that area as well. Just trying to get caught up on some of these things.
Yeah, we could possibly get one of those pigs that are good at just like foraging.
See you, Sonny's place. Have a good night.
Mm-hmm. We do trade chickens for a pig already, so we already have someone that grows pigs and are all set up for pigs. But at some point we will probably want to have pigs of our own.
Oh. John, I just realized that you changed your channel name. Now it all makes sense, buddy.
Beans jump on top of things.
I don't know how I didn't notice that because I've been watching your videos.
Not much. I bet he would. If he likes to do parkour, so he'll run around and bounce off of things.
Mm-hmm.
He does that when he wants to show off. He'll kind of do his hut. He'll run in and bounce off all 3 walls almost, and then bounce off.
CB is in the house.
Hi, CB.
Awesome, buddy. Good to see ya. Hope you and Renee are doing all right down there. Keeping warm. Hopefully you didn't get any more snow.
Snow's awesome.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then, John. That totally makes sense.
Is that John 3:16?
Yeah.
Oh.
John 6:13.
Oh, I always call you John 3:16.
That's because you were raised really weird.
Because the Bible verse.
Yeah.
But you're John 6:13 because
The
you
area
were John 6:13 because the area code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I miss anything else here?
Someone wants to trade hand-dyed yarn or wool. That's one thing I'm wondering. Should I get an animal that I can get fiber from? Because I love doing fiber arts. So.
I don't know, Jim, if we're going to get a pig because we have an arrangement with some
Already
friends of
mentioned
ours.
that.
Okay. I was probably reading this when you were...
You were trying to figure out the name change.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is kind of going back to the new videographer that we have and the caddis cam. I found some old videos of caddis from when she was a pup. And I just want to I just want to roll these really quickly because
We also have to do the maple syrup.
yeah, we got to do the maple syrup. We got time here. We got time. We'll do the maple syrup after the after this. But check this out. This is when we lived in Southern Ontario in Elora. We probably had caddis for about a month or so.
Okay. You ready? Okay.
There she is now. Her ears were perked up a little bit when that was on. Look at, she knows. She's like, don't show that stuff. Come on.
She's so skinny there.
Yeah, I know, eh? It's crazy.
Hey, Ridge Life is here. In West Tennessee.
Hey, Ridge Life.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Ridge Life's got a really cool channel. Here's another one, though, from about a year, maybe 2 years later-ish, in Mildmay, the town of Mildmay, Ontario. And we got a lot of snow. Let's go. What? Nope, the other way.
No, I think this one is still at the ranch.
Over this way. No, this is in Mildmay, on the trail, where we got married.
Oh.
The first time we got married. I guess most people don't know that we got married twice.
No.
And there was no divorce in between.
No.
No. Over the edge there.
Well, we only got legally married once.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on. It is deep. It's dog deep.
It's caddis deep. Yeah. She's like, "Are you serious?"
We had her going ahead of us just because to clear the trail.
Yes, we didn't have to.
Hey,
do it.
Simple Life with Chris and Tara's here. Awesome. You might have been here a lot longer, but I just noticed. Glad to see you.
Why don't you stand in the back?
Let's go. Oh, did we?
Nope, the other way.
Oh. Yeah, see, she's tired from all that snow now. So, yeah. There's a couple old videos that I found of Caddis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's all grown up now. So we should probably get this syrup
Okay.
tasting thing.
So they're different colors. So I have to blindfold them. I don't want them cheating.
Okay.
How's that?
It's good. Okay.
And this one. Okay. So here's your first one.
Okay. Okay, this has a maple aroma, maple-ish, but it kind of smells like a Denny's restaurant. Okay.
Okay, don't savor it yet. Oh, your thing's falling. So that's his favorite so far, you can tell. And then
Do we have any whiskey to like
here you go. There's some whiskey.
to cleanse the palate? Okay. Very, very mild maple aroma. Much, it's not as thick. I like this.
one. Okay.
Yeah, that's a nice mellow syrup.
And then the third one.
Okay. This one's a little darker.
It smells darker?
Yeah. It smells darker. Like there's more, generally when maple syrup, as the season progresses, the maple flavor becomes more distinct in the aroma. Oh yeah. Wow. That's nice.
Okay, so number one was...
Not in any way, shape, or form maple syrup.
Okay, number two was...
Our maple syrup.
And number three was...
Sunray Circle Earthship maple syrup.
You were right!
Huh?
You were right!
Okay.
So ours is early season, a lighter... So what would that be called? A higher grade, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's better. It just means it's a different lighter color. And then that's our friend's maple syrup, which is, you can obviously tell, quite darker. And then I don't know what we're going to do with this whole bottle of it.
I don't know. Does anyone want some corn syrup?
It does smell like a Denny's.
It does, eh? Like, it's such a fake. It's like when you buy maple extract or like the artificial flavoring.
I have maple extract. I was thinking about putting it in one of them to try to fool you, but I didn't.
Hey, Crystal. Yeah. This is just, I mean, this happens in Canada quite often. Surprising that we don't all have diabetes here in Canada.
You don't get diabetes from sugar. You should know that your cousin has diabetes.
She has type 1 diabetes, not type 2. That was good.
Very sweet.
All right. So if anyone has any ideas for a taste test for Amanda, next time, maybe we should do pickles.
What would I be taste testing?
Well, we could do like some Bix dill pickles,
Oh,
some of our dill pickles,
we don't have any. Do we have any left?
and I could probably get some dill pickles from either like Mike and Janice Garside or Eli and Brandy. I bet. Maybe it'll be a pickle taste test next time.
The corn syrup is thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see if we can.
It's, yeah. Like, can you tell? Put two together, like, side by side.
So you can see it's stuck on the side
Even
there.
if you get a spoon,
And it doesn't.
if you move in this way a little bit.
Ooh.
There.
So you can even just tell, like, look, it's stuck on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real stuff is quite runny compared to, if you're only used to the maple corn syrup, you might think that we're trying to sell you watery syrup, but it's just naturally a lot more runny than the corn syrup.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jim, maple syrup mixed with rye is amazing.
I haven't had it with rum, but rye is really good.
Yeah. Rum would probably be pretty good too, like with a nice smoky oak aged rum. Yeah.
I should sample beer. Too easy. I'd have to make some of my own. I'm out of my own beer now.
You see what Jay's saying there? God, I just don't like that stuff. It really does remind me of Denny's, or there was another place down there. Maybe it's called the Waffle House or something. The Waffle House?
IHOP?
No, IHOP's another one. Yeah, it does. Or like the Golden Griddle.
We have those.
Yeah, the Golden Griddle, you have to ask for maple syrup. They have it because it's a Canadian chain, but
Makes sense. It's more expensive.
oh yeah, the Gibson's 18-year-old. Send us some pickles, Linda. We're pickle addicts. We're kind of getting low here.
Yeah.
Got maybe like 2 jars of dill pickles, 1 jar of pickled beans. And then some like 4-year-old mixed pickled vegetables that
we messed up on, and now I don't know why we even throw them out.
It's just because it's one of those
It's
things.
got too much. What is it? Has too much in? Too much sugar?
Too
or
much
something?
sugar, yeah.
You do have to try real maple syrup. So maybe that's a trade.
Yeah.
Do we know if you can send maple syrup to the States?
We're going to figure that out this year, Mallory, because we have so many requests from viewers and just like, people on our Facebook page and stuff that, I mean, I think this year we're actually going to have the volume of maple syrup that we will have, like, definitely enough to try shipping it.
Don't jinx it. Who knows? Weather can change. Weather is a
Oh, I'm not worried about
very
that.
interesting bedfellow, because it could just warm up.
It could, but I mean, it's going to take at least a month to melt that snow.
Sure.
This isn't Southern Ontario, where like the season.
So the snow doesn't mean much for the syrup in terms of day temperature versus night temperature.
No, it doesn't, but to an extent it does, because it does. It still
Keeps the microclimate in the forest colder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The entire forest, like in the open here, in the daytime it might get up to +5 or +8, but in the bush where it's still shaded and stuff like that, you know, it's quite a bit cooler.
Big Dreams Homesteads here.
Big dreams.
Welcome. We're almost done. We have about 4 minutes left.
Well, we can go a little bit longer. I mean,
Is there anybody else going on tonight?
I don't know. Oh, Caddis. What's up? Did you want some maple syrup too? You can have a tiny little lick of maple syrup, okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. She knows what's going on when those trees get tapped at this point. Like, we're going on 6 years of her. She knows what the sugar bush is. She knows what happens when those buckets come out. She gets all kinds of little sapsicle treats.
Yeah. Those are good.
Yeah. And of course, when we're filtering the syrup, doing the first run outside, the syrup, some of it ends up on the snow, on the ground. And she'll just lay down, chew on the snow, lick it all up, clean it up. Hey, Doug and Wendy. Yeah, we're getting close to the end here, but hey, at least you made it. I won the maple syrup sampling taste-off thing.
Aunt Jemima versus somebody else's versus ours. You knew every single one right. Yeah, even by smell. Even by smell he had them. He didn't even have to taste them.
13 Moons Homestead, yes, she is pretty chill, but that wasn't always the case. And sometimes that is still not the case. She's just been working hard the last couple days, and she's kind of pooped out.
And she's 7 years old now?
Yep.
You think? We don't know how old she was when we got her.
Oh, now she's not going to be...
She's not participating
no,
anymore? No.
Not enough maple syrup. She needs more maple syrup. Yeah. All untapped. Well, at least, you know, you got a future of maple syrup. Mallory. That's a good thing.
I bet we'd have that many trees. Maples, too. We have 16 acres. Well, I guess we'd have 14 acres.
You too, CB.
Of maples mixed with birch.
You and Renee, make sure you take it easy, all right? You got a lot of planting coming up.
Yeah, but hopefully we'll be boiling our first, even if it's just a little bit inside, we're going to be boiling this weekend.
Yeah.
Our first run of sap.
Yeah. If not this weekend, then like Monday or Tuesday. Yeah.
But if it's this weekend, it's nicer because then I can participate.
We'll have to see though. I mean, we might want to take advantage of that warm weather and go up to the park, do some fishing.
You just kicked the cure.
Oh no. Are you guys okay?
It looks like we're having an earthquake. You stop?
Okay. Our camera is sitting on like this wire thing.
Actually attached to a log because our camera holder broke
Yeah.
today. So it's screwed into a log using lamp wicks that didn't fit our lamps.
Yeah. American lamp wicks that wouldn't fit our Canadian lamps.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Repurpose.
Yep. Reuse everything. See you, Virginia. You have a good night.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock.
Wow, thanks everyone for joining us.
Oh, your mom just got here. We got to start over now.
Hi, Mom.
Okay, let's start over.
Okay.
Where did we start?
I don't know.
Um,
At the beginning.
we did start at the beginning. Yes.
Good.
Mom, you missed an awesome maple syrup off.
Mm-hmm.
We could do it again, but it would be fake. And one of them was fake. You can't trick me. Your daughter tried to trick me with
Next
fake
time,
syrup.
next time I'll have to put like 20% one kind and like 80% the other kind, and you have to guess the ratio.
Yeah. I was able to do that with coffee when I was doing the coffee thing, importing and roasting coffee.
The ratio of the different beans.
I could tell how, well, maybe not right down to the ratio, but I could tell you sipping on a cup of coffee, or cupping as we called it, with a spoon. I could tell you if there was Ethiopian and Brazilian and Sumatran coffee in it.
Okay.
Now, it's been 10 years or something since I've done that, but who knows? Good night, Mallory! Okay.
Camping in a Quincy tomorrow. That's awesome. I've done that before.
Who's doing that?
Mallory.
Yeah? Nice. Oh, I just saw that. Awesome.
You too, Wolfie. I think everyone's going.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
Yeah, I think it's time to...
Yeah. Thanks all for stopping by.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoying our flashbacks to Caddis videos and taste testing and everything.
All that stuff. And we will do our best to come back live a lot sooner than it was this time, between the last time. Hopefully, maybe we'll try and do it weekly for the next couple weeks and see what happens. But I think with that, we will end right here. Just like that. Have a good night, folks. Thank you for joining us.